It's Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. Let's talk about the news. From Reuters, ships and planes search for sub that went missing on trip to Titanic wreckage. A submersible carrying tourists hoping to explore the wreckage of the Titanic was reported missing on Sunday, and rescue efforts on Monday included U.S. and Canadian ships and planes. The submersible, which is smaller than a submarine, which only carries enough air for about 96 hours when transporting 5 people, which is the number it's reportedly carrying, may or may not still be intact, and is likely still below the surface, which is why contact can't be established if the crew and passengers are still conscious, but unable to surface for some reason. It was divulged yesterday that a British billionaire and Pakistani businessman and his son are among the craft's passengers, and as of yesterday afternoon, it was estimated that they should have about 40 hours of air left if the vessel is still sound. From the Associated Press, Hunter Biden will plead guilty in a deal that likely averts time behind bars in a tax and gun case. U.S. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, will plead guilty to federal tax offenses following a long-running Justice Department investigation into his tax-related activities and a separate case related to his possession of a firearm. The younger Biden has publicly struggled with drug addiction, and it's thus illegal for him to own a firearm, which he nonetheless did for 11 days in 2018. And his guilty plea means admitting to a failure to pay more than $100,000 in taxes, which would then result in the gun charge being wiped from his record if he sticks with the terms of the agreement. An acceptance or non-acceptance of the plea deal is up to the judge in this case, but it's anticipated that this will probably help Hunter Biden avoid a trial, while also helping his father avoid a series of negative news cycles. The prosecutor judge who investigated the younger Biden in this matter was appointed by former President Trump, but Trump and his allies, who have been using the ongoing investigation to lambaste the sitting president, have said they believe the deal was the result of corruption. And from Axios, Blinken has, quote, robust conversation, end quote, with China's Xi Jinping in Beijing. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday, afterward describing the conversation in generally positive terms, though not noting any significant progress on the two countries' primary areas of disagreement. Taiwan is the major sticking point for any progress in talks between the U.S. and China right now, but trade barriers are also up there, and the U.S. has made clear in recent weeks that while it is open to warmer relations with China in that regard, it's also committed to reorienting itself toward U.S.-based manufacturing and raw materials sourcing, ostensibly in order to bulwark its national security apparatus and supply chains. One goal that some analysts thought might be attainable during Blinken's trip to Beijing was the establishment of an emergency communications channel the two nations could use if accidental conflict ever arose between their militaries, allowing them to quickly get in touch to avoid any potential escalatory moves. But the Chinese diplomats were not keen on the idea at this time. If you're finding some value in one-sentence news, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.